American reacts to Mexican food. Germany versus USA. Let's take a look. Willkommen. My name is Sean Huggins, and this is React with Hugs. Let's hop straight into today's reaction.
Welcome to Germany versus USA, and today we're going to talk about Mexican food.
Yummy. I have some thoughts on this, but I'll save it for the end.
So
See what
Mexican
these guys
food,
have to say.
insanely popular in the United States. In Germany, it's almost like a fancy food. Like Mexican food is like the Mexican restaurants are not cheap. They are a little more expensive. They are like nice restaurants usually. And it's like you go like for an occasion you would go to like a Mexican restaurants, and there are not that many out there either.
Yeah.
There are a ton of Mexican restaurants in the U.S. My whole life, there have been a ton of
Mexican restaurants. It's like
just one big Mexican restaurant. No, I remember being a kid in my home city getting its very first Mexican restaurant, and this was early '90s, and now they're everywhere, and it's really just kind of a staple of American life, like an eatery. I mean, there's so many of them. Of course, it's different, slightly different than actually authentic
Mexican food. So there's actually American Mexican food, I guess.
Right, but it's so affordable. It's awesome. It's basically 4 ingredients. I mean, you got flour, rice, beans, beef, chicken. Boom.
It's really, really. I mean, if you look at this, we pay for all of this, and you can feed more than the two of us.
We're actually feeding my whole apartment section.
Yeah, exactly. So it's for like 6 people eating from that, and we paid $40. So that's around, I guess, 30
Won't get those prices anymore. This video was from 10 years ago, but still.
euros, 32 euros or something. And what do we have here? Tell me about that.
All right, well, let's start. You're right now eating a hard shell taco.
Yeah.
So a very classic, late night, I need a taco. I need a taco.
Slightly drunk.
More of a soft shell taco guy myself.
Taco Bell, right?
Taco Bell,
the taco.
But that's, just
Taco
regular
Bell.
beef taco. Then to, let's see, your far right, we got a beef burrito. And then from a beef burrito, it's covered in the salsa.
Okay.
Looks
And
good.
then I believe this guy
tasty.
here is just a chicken burrito. And the burrito is basically a burrito is just a flour tortilla.
Right.
Then it has all the goodies inside. Whereas a enchilada right here
I like
is
enchiladas.
I think a corn tortilla.
Okay.
So it's slightly different.
That's just cheese in here, I guess, like cheese.
Yep,
cheese
just
dip,
cheese just to put on your rice or whatever. Then let's see, what is? Oh, these are just avocado, guacamole, tomatoes. Then you have a tamale. I'm not really quite sure what a tamale is. It's like a corn husk type thing. They're not my favorite.
Yeah, it looks like a little spicy, actually.
Yeah, I think they're pretty spicy. And then this, speaking of spicy, this is a chili reno or something. I don't know. Basically, all it is, it's a stuffed jalapeno pepper.
I don't know what that is.
With cheese and meat and salsa. It's really good.
Sorry that I'm eating all the time. I'm just very, very hungry because we picked that up at a restaurant and just brought it here, basically. Very cool restaurant, Mexican restaurant, actually.
Cinco de Mayo, an excellent Mexican restaurant in Nashville.
Right. And I'm just super hungry, and I'm very excited. I did not used to like Mexican food a lot, but after I've been here so many times, and I've eaten I did not used to like Mexican food in Germany because it's a little different than I guess the American Mexican food here. It's probably different than the Mexican food in Mexico. But I like the Mexican food in the U.S. very, very much.
I hate to bash German Mexican food because I've had really good German Mexican food. But I will never forget the first time I ever had Mexican in Germany. I was with a group of Americans, and we had just been traveling, trying to get to our destination. We saw a Mexican restaurant. So we're like, oh, sure, why not? We literally walked in and sat down. And in the U.S., they will bring you a thing of chips.
Which we have here.
Just like this, actually, for free.
That's about a quarter of what they gave us, actually.
Yeah. But they'll do that in salsa. Right. So we kind of sit down, and they walk up, give us chips, and ketchup.
Oh.
And ketchup. And we're at that point, we're sitting there, and we go Maybe we should just.
We should not eat Mexican
Maybe
in
we
Germany.
should just get a beer and get out of here.
That was probably an exception. Because,
Ketchup?
You get Mexican food in Germany that is, that is well done, but yeah, you might also run into restaurants where it's like,
Yeah, some of the Mexican I've had in Germany is really good, but it's pricey.
it's true.
And if you're American traveling into Germany and eating Mexican food, shame on you. Shame on you. I've been there.
So what is this stuff here?
This right here is just condiments. So you have guacamole, tomatoes, a little sour cream, and lettuce.
Yummy.
And so they just gave us that if we wanted to add it to like the burritos, or we had ordered fajitas.
Oh, yeah,
Or
fajitas. You got fajitas, right?
No, we didn't. We knew how big we had, and this wouldn't have had room. But fajitas are open faced.
Okay.
And they're all stir fried together with vegetables and spices and everything, and then you make your own fajita taco. Yeah, and those are my personal favorite.
Kind of like a Mexican wrap.
Yeah.
We're also having Mexican beer. Dos Equis. I don't know how to pronounce that in Spanish.
Dos Equis.
Yeah, that's probably the proper Spanish Mexican pronunciation. It's basically 2 X's. That's actually, it's a little sad, but I've tried quite a few beers here, like since I've been here in the US, and this is one of my favorite beer.
This is
good.
Oh,
this
cool.
is an excellent beer. I mean, Mexicans have awesome beer, so
I guess because it is very doesn't have too many different flavors. So I like that beer a lot. It's a good beer. Crafted in Mexico since 1897 to commemorate the arrival of the 20th century. Is that a good reason?
I think it's always a good reason to brew beer.
Oh, sure, of course. This is an advice for Germans or anyone going to the United States and traveling. If you want to have cheap, good, very healthy food,
Health.
Yes,
It's all
of course.
it's all about health. Very healthy food, of course. And then you should check out a Mexican restaurant. I mean, there's a lot of really fast food places like Dead Taco Bell. I like those also, but real.
Don't go to Taco Bell.
Real American Mexican restaurants, I guess. And those are really, really nice. They have good service. They're really fast. Like in the restaurants, they're just really, really fast service.
Yeah, great service. And tell us about some of your favorite Mexican food, some of your recipes, your experiences traveling with it. Because one thing that's very true, every American in their hometown, they have the best Mexican food.
just like the best tuna. Like everyone has the best tuna in their local place.
True.
It's very similar. Actually.
That's actually a good comparison.
That's it on Mexican food. It's amazing.
Cheap, affordable, fast, wonderful.
Yeah, it's nothing negative about it. And that's it for today. And see you next time.
Y'all take it easy.
Bye. Okay, that was interesting. Yeah, I think that the Mexican food in America is obviously a lot better. We are neighbors with Mexico, and we have a lot of native Mexican people coming over to America and starting restaurants and even just little food truck, taco truck things and all kinds of stuff. And so it's just easier to get, real Mexican food in America, but also you have the Americanized Mexican food, which is a lot more common than the authentic Mexican food, but still very good. That's what they were talking about in this video, the Americanized Mexican food. Very good. The Mexican food in Germany that I had, it's just, well, first of all, it's really hard to find compared to in America. There's Mexican food everywhere. Every town, every city has multiple different Mexican food options, and in Germany it's a lot more rare to find Mexican restaurants. And the Mexican restaurants that I went to in Germany were fine. They weren't bad by any means, but it's just a lot different in America, I think, just because of how close we are to Mexico. We have a lot more influence on the Mexican food in America from actual Mexican culture, I think. And yeah, it's just way more popular in America. And I think that in general, the Mexican food in America is definitely a lot better than the Mexican food in Germany. But I'm curious what you guys, the experts, have to say about it. Do you like Mexican food in Germany? Have you ever tried Mexican food in America? Have you ever tried real Mexican food? Let me know what you guys think. Leave your mustard down in the comments section below. At any rate, though, that's all the time that I have for today. Thank you guys so much for being here, and as always, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.